Hey guys, Specialist here. I'm AG and
PJ.
today we're going to be doing a weekly roundup, as we usually do, of Nintendo Now. So this is pretty much the series where we just recap everything that happened in the week in all Nintendo, and anything that happened for Nintendo. So this is going to be covering March 30th to April 4th. So anyways, we're getting on with the video. So here we're going to start off with the actual recap of the Direct. So pretty much for the Amiibo section, we got Amiibo cards, which are supposed to be coming this fall, where you're going to be able to scan them. They've been announced before. We got a new wave of Super Smash Bros. Amiibos, which is coming out on May 29th, which is going to have Charizard, Pac-Man, Wario, Jigglypuff, Greninja, Robin, Lucina, and Ness. Of course, we're going to get other people's, like in July, Dark Pit, Palutena. September, we're going to get Zero Suit, Ganondorf, Olimar, Dr. Mario, and Bowser Jr. And also, when you tap Amiibos on the thing, you're going to be able to play a few classic Nintendo games for a short period of time. Each one is going to have a different game, though. And then Yarn Yoshi is also getting an Amiibo that's made of yarn. Looks pretty cool. The Splatoons are getting Amiibos, which are going to get like a squid, an Inkling girl, and an Inkling boy. Or you can buy the two Inklings separately, but not the squid. We're going to be getting racing suits, more Mii ones, for Mario Kart 8, with support for Amiibo figures such as Mega Man, Sonic, Pac-Man, and other ones. Then for the Wii U, we got Mario Maker, which is going to be launching in September. Of course, you're going to be able to celebrate the 30th anniversary of Super Mario by creating your own levels, which is going to be really cool. Splatoon, we already got some of the modes that we've talked about previously. The Turf Wars, the ranked battle mode, which pretty much just makes a match between 4-on-4 multiplayer matches. And then there's a battle dojo where you could do local one-on-one battles with friends, where one person uses the game pad and the other one uses the TV. And of course, this is going to launch on May 29th. Then Mario Kart is getting a 200cc, so you know, when you think the CPUs are pretty bad, then you can get faster ones. And this is going to launch aside April 23rd with a new DLC pack that's been moved up, the one with the villager. Then Nintendo 64 games and the Nintendo DS are hitting Virtual Console, and Yoshi's Woolly World is also coming soon, later this year. And Shin Megami Tensei and Fire Emblem have been announced that they're finally coming out, so that's great. They're finally coming. Fatal Frame is also coming to the US later this year. And then in 3DS news, we have Animal Crossing Happy Home Designer, which pretty much uses the kind of NFC chip reader, using the Amiibo kind of cards, and you can play a sort of mini Animal Crossing game that lets you design some stuff. Then you got Box Boy, which is from HAL Laboratory, where they're just kind of, you play all these puzzles where you have to solve it by moving around as this Box Boy. It's pretty interesting. You just kind of move around as a block. Then the new Fire Emblem game has also been announced for different things, where you get two different paths. You can be Hoshido or the North side. And this is going to be launching for the Nintendo 3DS in 2016. Then, of course, we got the Puzzles and Dragons, both the Super Mario version and Z version, which is launching on May 22nd. And there's also a free demo coming on April 30th. Then Pokemon Rumble World, which is going to feature 700 Pokemon since Pokemon Red and Blue, all the way to Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. And you're going to be able to use these toy Pokemon in Rumble World. That's going to be launched only for the Nintendo 3DS on April 8th. And then Codename Steam is also launching a tournament that's happening on April 5th. We got new Street Pass games that have been added, but you kind of have to purchase them at launch for $5 each. But if you purchase them together, you can get them for $8, which is just, there's some where there's you have to catch fish and different things like that. And then there's also some new Street Pass Plaza Premium. I don't know, it's kind of a waste of money. You get this VIP room where you can get birthdays too for $5. And then we finally got the Atlas's Attack on Titan Humanity in Chains, which is based off the popular manga and anime. And Xenoblade is also launching, 3D is launching April 10th. And then in Super Smash Bros. News, we got DLC challengers approaching, such as Mewtwo and Lucas. Now Mewtwo is going to cost $5, $4.99 for both versions of the game, if you did not get both versions, 3DS and Wii U. And if you did, that's going to come out on April 15th for you, but for the rest of us, we're going to have to wait till the 28th. So yeah, and Lucas is also joining, and we don't have a price or date yet. And then there's also going to be a ballot coming out where you're going to be able to choose a bunch of characters, vote for them, and then Nintendo will plan on adding them soon. And then we got a bunch of indie games ranging from Adventures of Pip, Mutant Muns, Super Challenge, Don't Starve, Giant Edition, and Octodad: The Deadliest Catch. So, of course, there's a great stuff that's been happening, so that's pretty great.
So next we have a new Fire Emblem game coming to Japan on June 25th. And there's actually going to be 2 different versions. So a tweet from RPG site says Japan will get 2 different versions of Fire Emblem if different paths. North America will get the other one with the other as DLC.
So that's going to be different. But also something that comes out with Smash Bros. The update is going to include a tweak character balancing coming on April 15th with Mewtwo. So there's going to be some downloadable content, character balancing, but you're also going to get share functionality on Wii U for photos, Mii Fighters, replays, and custom stages, and a lot more.
And the Super Smash Bros. Ballot may only be limited to Nintendo characters. So there was actually a post on the Super Smash Bros. Official Facebook page, and it said, okay, here goes. Which Nintendo character do you want in Super Smash Bros? Submit your choice at the official site. So this meaning that they might not accept any third-party characters, and only Nintendo characters, which is gonna suck a little bit.
I doubt that because we have a lot of people who actually want their characters in. I think that Nintendo's probably not going to be exclusive. I think that's just an early statement. So kind of like what leads into these here, where way forward, the indie developers who have been making exclusive games for like Shantae, they want her in Smash Bros. And kind of made a bunch of alt costumes and showed them off and want people to vote for her on the poll. And they've been making exclusive games for like since the Game Boy Advance. So yeah.
Next, we have the Xbox boss, which is Phil Spencer, says that he actually wouldn't mind Banjo in the next Smash DLC. So we actually already covered a video on this, but basically, a fan tweeted to him about Banjo, and he said that he would like if Banjo was in the next Super Smash Bros. DLC.
And then Binding of Isaac Rebirth is now confirmed, and it's going to come to both the 3DS and the Wii U. And this is not an April Fool's, guys.
Next, we have the new introduced feature that you'll actually be able to make a sequence of levels in Mario Maker. So basically what this means is that you can make basically your own sort of world, and then once you complete a level, it basically just goes on to the next level that you made, and obviously, you know, a sequence.
Yeah. And then The Verge actually wants Nintendo to learn, kind of like how Netflix did, instead of having people pay for Virtual Console, which is actually a pretty interesting idea. They want them to kind of create unlimited retro downloads if they pay a subscription fee, much like Netflix, where you pay like $8 a month or something like that, just depending on where you live. And then you can just get unlimited movies to watching. I doubt that Nintendo's going to do this, but it's a pretty interesting idea.
Next, we have DNA saying that it wants Nintendo Mobile to bring in over $25 million per month, $25 million, in fact. So obviously, this partnership brings up a lot of new opportunities, and I definitely think this is possible.
And then Microsoft also thought about acquiring Nintendo. Yes, Nintendo. When they launched the original Xbox, this is some crazy stuff that they announced. They said that for the original Xbox, they wanted it to be a casual only machine, and they were thinking of giving it away for free and stuff. All this really weird stuff, but it's pretty weird. I kind of glad Microsoft didn't buy Nintendo. You know, at least we got more choice between consoles now.
Next, we have Namco is allowing other developers to use their 1980s kind of era video game franchises. And some of the more popular ones are Pac-Man, Exvius, and Galaxian, which is pretty interesting.
So yeah, of course, that would explain why the movie's coming out, Pixels with Adam Sandler. Yeah. So hopefully this extends to YouTubers being able to play those games with copyright free.
Yep.
And then this is kind of some news that extends to our last Nintendo now. That amazing fan-made Mario 64 remake for just the first level has been taken down by Nintendo due to copyright stuff. So guys, sorry you can't play it anymore. But yeah, it was pretty cool. So anyways, guys, this is all the news that's happened this week from, March 30th to April 4th. And anyways, guys, don't forget to check out the next video that's coming out next week. And this is Smashcast signing out.
Peace.
Peace.